Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Tara and I make videos about digital planning and different ways that you can get creative with your iPad. So if that sounds like something that's of interest to you, feel free to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you never miss a video. That all being said, we're going to jump right into things today. We're going to try things a little bit differently this month. So if you've been around for a while, you're very aware that I'm constantly kind of experimenting with ways to, I shouldn't say that, but I'm trying really hard to figure out how to maintain this channel while also dealing with the chaos of life because I really like being on it. I love the community that I've built here. And when I first started, I was, I don't know, kind of sitting on a little bit of a nest egg. I didn't have this like urgency, I guess, around like time, I don't know, making money, if that makes any sense. And so like, yeah, because I was feeling pretty comfortable with things, I was like, oh, I'll just spend all of my free time making videos and editing takes a long time if you haven't edited videos before. So over the years, I've realized I don't necessarily have enough time in my schedule to put into editing videos all the time. And anyway, I've experimented with having editors, which I don't totally mind, and I might go back to that at some point, but we're going to give this a try and to see how it goes, specifically because there has been this like trend on YouTube of people just tuning into unedited videos. And so we're going to kind of take that approach because for the last, I don't know, 6 months or so, roughly, yeah, I've been doing live streams instead. And then I wasn't able to do any live streams while I was in Italy the past 3 months. So really just haven't been getting out nearly as much content as I would like to, and so I'm just trying to get creative with how I do that. So today, what we're doing is we are going over my digital sticker release for July. So if you are on Patreon or if you follow my Etsy shop, you probably have seen these stickers already. Personally, I'm obsessed with them. We went with a vintage, like 50s style, like drive-in movie theme, and I'm kind of in love with it. Sorry about the honking at the neighbor's house if you heard that. Okay, so the first 2 pages of all of my sticker sets are all the same. This is always how I do it. I maybe make like a couple tiny changes, so we'll go over that. So the first page here is just a bunch of functional stickers. You know, I just like for everything to match. So I always make functional stickers with every single set that I put out. I don't know, it's all about the aesthetics for me. I feel more motivated when everything matches. I don't know, and it helps with the chaos in my brain if everything can be organized and matching. Where like some people, I see the way that they like scrapbook and the way that they plan and they use all kinds of stickers and it manages to look cute. I'm so sorry about my neighbors. It manages to look cute, but for me, it doesn't work for my brain. So if that works for you, I'm so happy for you. But if you are somebody like me that needs a little extra intention with those stickers where everything matches, I shouldn't even say intention because the other ones could be intentional too, but just intention in a different way. I have to have the chaos more diluted in the sense that everything matches. I can still put stickers and stuff all over the place, but if the color palette is all consistent, then I don't know, it feels better to my brain, and then I'm more likely to use my planner. So that's why I do what I do. So here's the second page, and this has all of like your date dots and some ombre stickers, and then the thing that changes every time that I create a sticker set is I always make sure that I'm really sorry about the background noise. I didn't think this through. Shh. I really hope that my microphone is not picking up all that. we're going to power through it. So the thing that always changes is my washi tape. And so I try to theme it the best that I can with the theme. So like I said, it's like a 50s drive-in kind of vibe. And so we've got this nice checkered pattern. I feel like every single time that I create a sticker set for a month, there's always some kind of fabric pattern included. So whether that's like a checkered pattern or like a plaid pattern or a houndstooth, I shouldn't say always, but very frequently. And then sometimes there's like a polka dot pattern or a stripe pattern or something if there isn't one of those, which I guess could also be fabric patterns. But yeah, I don't know, there's always something like that, a little more minimal. And then we have some designs. So we've got the popcorn. You might recognize this from July last year when I did the carnival themed stickers. Those were a lot of fun too. And actually I did reuse a few of those stickers this month. So if you remember my July stickers from last year, you might recognize a few of the repurposed ones. And then we've got this one, which I actually am kind of obsessed with. Like, I really like this with like the atoms and the little stars, and I don't know, I just think this is like peak cuteness for me. I love it. I think it's adorable. And then everything else is the same. You've got your meal trackers, your water trackers, which now that I'm looking through this, even though I see these all the time, I'm having this realization that I don't think that I've really used my meal trackers or my water trackers this month. Not this month, this year. Because I switched to a different planner this year. I used to use them a lot in last year's planner. Interesting. All right, and then we'll jump to the theme page. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. It is so cute. I am so obsessed. Like, I just think it looks so good. It looks so good, right? I mean, not to toot my own horn, because it's not, I didn't do like a spectacular job or anything. I'm not saying I'm the best artist in the world, because I'm not, but it's the vibe. Maybe not everybody likes this style as much as I do, but I have to say that seeing these stickers and also seeing the wallpapers that I released this month, these are like the best thing that I have access to. Like, I'm right now, every time that I open up my iPad or my phone or my desktop and I see those wallpapers, I love it so much more than I thought I would, I guess is all I'm saying. And so if you're somebody who feels very drawn to this style as well, if it brings you as much joy as it brings me, then these stickers are definitely for you. Okay, so let's talk about the stickers and then we'll go through and we'll see the other two color palettes that I released this month. So we have our cute little drive-in movie marquee, and you can use this however you'd like, of course, you know, get creative as always. But here you could write little notes, you could put upcoming like dates, you could put, I don't know, you could use it for a brain dump space, you could do a to-do list or something on here, or your shopping list or whatever. Like, you can get creative in how you use this space here. I think it would be a lot of fun. I was going to put a now showing header on here, but then I realized that it could be so multi-purpose that are so versatile that you could take this space and you could put your own heading here for whatever made sense for how you're using the space. Okay, so up next, we of course have the word July and all of the numbers so that you can create a date that matches the theme. You can use other stickers or you can use other fonts or whatever you want to. Of course, I'm not here to tell you how to use your planner, but I know people have said over the years that you really like having the month and the dates so that if you want to do something on theme, then you can stay consistent that way. So if you can't tell, this is meant to be like an old like classic car on the back where it says, I don't know, like the name of the car or possibly the maker of the car, manufacturer. Like, I don't know cars, but you know, usually there's something like on the trunk or in the back end somewhere. That's this style. You guys probably were able to tell before I sat and over-explained. So yeah, this is me. This is who I am. It's terrible. But yeah, I think those are really cute and would be very fun, like, style. And of course, we had to keep a classic car then. So it's the back end, right, because of a drive-in movie theater rather than seeing it from the front. You usually see all the cars from the back. And I don't know, it just felt right to me. I didn't overanalyze it like I'm doing now. But we've got our nice little classic car here, and then we have this adorable, I love this, we have this adorable little speaker. So personally, I think this is a lot of fun, and you could, if you wanted to, like crop this into 2 different stickers, and then you could take the, what is it? Oh my gosh, I'm not going to spend too long on this. My brain's not working. The little cord. Wow. The cord. And obviously like crop that out on one of the sides. And then you could kind of like color in the space with the matching color where it overlaps. It's hard to see, but where it overlaps on the speaker and like the pole that it's attached to so that it disappears. And then you could like hang it on the car if you wanted to and then draw your little squiggles or do what you want. Again, it's your planner, but I thought these were so cute. We've got a fun little radio that's like very much of the style of the times. We have a little film reel, our projector. This I'm really excited about. I made one of these in July of last year as well. When we did the fair theme, it was like more like a photo booth strip, and it said like, I had one of the tickets at the top, it said like admit one, or no, this one says admit one. It said, I think it just said tickets because you get tickets when you play games at the fair, or you give tickets to get to the fair. Oh my gosh, there's so many things. I could be editing my nonsense and it could be even funnier, but I'm not going to edit this. This is going to be an unedited true look at how I go through this stuff when I'm sitting in here by myself, not on a live stream talking to other people. So okay, Tara, enough. So in here, we're moving on. Let me come back to this. So yeah, last year it was like a photo strip, but it had like a ticket thing at the top. It was really cute. This one, we've adapted it a bit. We are making the film strip specifically, which, yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. We're talking about drive-in movie theaters. We have all of these really cute elements for creating like little spaces for writing or for headers or whatever in your planner. I think you guys are going to love these. I could be using the little laser. Why don't I use the laser? What do you guys think? Okay. We also have, okay, I wanted to create characters, but I don't draw characters. I never draw characters. I never draw people. I have zero skill at drawing those things, and so I did my best. That's not true, but I did it. I did a job. They have eyes, they have mouths, they have feet, they have arms. They look happy, and they sort of look like they're like dancing in a way. And then there's little like music notes here to complement that if you want to kind of create a little scene, maybe. Just an idea. And then we just have like regular old cups. These also were in the fair one last year, along with, I think this Sunday was as well, the cotton candy, the popcorn, sorry, the kernel and the popcorn, the hot dog and the corn dog. So I did reuse this section. Oh, and this, and the ticket. I reused this section from last year. And I think it makes sense, though. It's like you can get these things, at least the drive-in. We have a drive-in movie theater by my house. It's not a theater, really, but you know what I mean. We have a drive-in by my house, and it's one of my favorite things, and I love going. I love seeing the old, like, intermission little, like, ads and telling you to go in and have some of these snacks, right? So it's cute. Anyway, more just design elements for putting letters or something into, just spicing up the design a little bit. And then all of these, same vibe. And then we have some fireworks, which I have reused from year to year because it's July fireworks. Okay, that is all of the design. So let me go ahead and show you the next two color palettes and we'll wrap up this video. So the second color palette here is a lot darker, but I still really dig these colors. I'm actually happy with all of the colors this month. Sometimes I have opinions. So if you don't know, if you're on Patreon and you are in the Blossom Bunch tier or above, you get to help vote on the themes and the color palettes each month. And so if you voted, the thing is, I try to come up with like 8 to 10 palettes. They're not all perfect. And I'm always, sometimes, I shouldn't say always, I'm sometimes surprised at the palettes that get chosen because I have preferences, of course. When you design like 10 color palettes, you're going to have favorites. You're going to have ones that you lean more towards. And I do really like this color palette. But sometimes I am not super pleased with the end result of what the polls are, but I have to follow it. You know, that's the deal. But I'd say most of the time, it's pretty good. Most often it is. But sometimes there'll just be like one where I'm like, man, I really like this other one. I wish they would have picked this one. And anyway, again, I'm babbling. So this is one of the color palettes. It's beautiful. I love this one. So let's take a quick look at the washi tape since this is different and special. And then we'll come over here and we'll look at this, the theme page. Also, super cute. I can't wait to see how these look in the planner. I think these are going to be amazing. And then this one's my favorite one. So this month, we actually only had 2 winners. And so I went in and I chose the third color palette myself, which of course that makes it my favorite. But this color palette was not one of the ones on the thingy thing, the poll. Wow. Sometimes words, man, they just escape me. So the thing on the poll, right? The poll. There wasn't a color palette on the poll. It was, I've adapted this from one of the ones that was in the poll. I changed the shades a little bit, and then I think one of the colors was swapped maybe from like a purple to an orange or a purple to a pink or something like that. But like the base was the same, and then I changed one of the colors completely and then adjusted the rest, and I got to this. So yeah, I really like this color palette though. It makes me super happy. It's a very happy color palette. So here's the washi tape. Oops. I don't know why that had to happen. Let's scroll back through. And then the theme page. It's so adorable. Though you love it, I love it. Okay, I cannot wait to show you guys how I use these in my planner, so make sure that you stay tuned for those upcoming videos, that you subscribe and ring the notification bell. Make sure that you know when my planning videos come out, and I'm not doing them as live streams this month, so they're gonna come out as usual. Well, not as usual. They're gonna look like a live stream, but and they're going to be unedited like a live stream, but it won't have me just like randomly telling a bunch of stories and wasting everyone's time, and they won't be edited and shot from like a bird's eye view like they used to be. We're going to test it out. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. If you're still here, drop a comment below and let me know which of these color palettes is your favorite. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, I love you so much. You are the best, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Now I get to awkwardly try to finish this. Bye!